It feels pointless. You can only use it on Eridanos. It's only for this little investigation. Most of the clues that it sees are essentially just ways of telling you stuff without telling you stuff. To me, it felt like an unnecessary gimmick. I feel like they could have easily written around that thing, and it felt like they added it just because they wanted to say they added something new. Now, moreover, you have to investigate all the possible suspects here. This investigation is nonsense, because as you investigate everyone, if you're paying attention, you quickly realize none of these people could have possibly killed her, which means the only logical conclusion is that one of the people hired you to investigate probably killed her. Sure enough, that turns out to be exactly the case. And that's fine, it's a video game, like, the twist there didn't need to be, like, amazing or anything. But ultimately, this leads to one of like two endings, despite there supposedly being an investigation. I guess that just annoyed me because everyone's talking about how awesome this DLC is, but like, you know, Peril on Gorgon had like 4 different endings, several of which I had to like go out of my way to find. And while I enjoyed the atmosphere and everything of Eridanos, they added a lot of like really cool stuff, especially the parasite thing. As some of you may have seen, Eridanos introduces these parasites that are like symbiotes with people. If they get into your bloodstream, they can just like pop out of your body and potentially drive you insane. So that's like a whole thing. That was really cool. It was hard to see that and not be like, wow, that's something else. But with that out of the way, I still think the DLC was pretty good. I'm not mad about it. I actually had an expansion pass, so I got it without having to pay again for it, so to speak, anyway, because, you know, I paid for the expansion when the game first came out. Overall, the DLC was pretty good. I definitely personally preferred Peril on Gorgon, but obviously that's more of a personal opinion anyway. I want to talk negatives before we wrap this up. So my criticisms of this game are simply that it is very short for a game that's trying to charge you full price. The Outer Worlds has always been $60. It's on sale right now for half off because the DLC launched last week, but it's still $60. And this is a double A experience. I think they could have charged $50 and had a huge PR win over it.
Why do I always hear that weird? Oh, it's the it's this thing, isn't it? It is this thing. It's this thing connecting. It is. I'm like, what the hell is that noise? Yeah. I'm going to turn this light off. It's too bright now. I gotta try and be happier. I get so angry when stupid bullshit happens. I'm like, whatever. I love this game, actually. With the vignette on, the yellow isn't that bad. Getting good frames when I'm not in a monument or whatever. Frames are good. The frames are good. The better the frames are, the better I do. It's awesome. Yeah, I like the frames when we're not in the monument. Yeah, it's good, sweet. I wish I could turn the graphics up, but it's alright. I want to turn the water up. There's things that I wanted now that I got the graphics. I didn't realize how good it would be to maybe drop down to like 1366 and not push the resolution with 3 clients so much. Maybe I can do that with EvE even. Let's see. Can you drop it down to 1366 and keep this ratio? Oh, look, you can. And the UI is too big, I see. Yeah. The UI is too big. What about 1440? Yeah. I mean, it's alright. It actually fits the screen, but it doesn't look that good. But the frames are like solid and stuff. No, it's still too small. I prefer the 19 by 20 for this game. That's alright. Yep, just keep it. Yeah, it's good. And although that's very bad. Close stack. Wait, no. I think you messed with the UI. I want it to be 90 there. There we are. What is it you want me to do here? Oh, thank God it's a fire. Sure. Stocked up for the wilds, huh? Frost Hunter Bow. Frost Hunter Bow. Cool. Slow them down. We'll take it. Equip a weapon. Yeah, we'll take it in the toss slot. Forge Fire. Use Forge Fires to burn. Slicing Shredder Gauntlet. This does terror damage. A Slicing Shredder Gauntlet. We'll take that too. Probably that, honestly. Gotta go out animal hunting soon, but it is a good way to make money. I need machine muscle as much as you can give me. Not enough room in my resource pouch, okay. So, Sparker, Purge Water, Metal Bite is the one that, I don't know, I guess, so that, now that I have these take, the Frost Hunter Bow takes Chill Water is what, and then the other one's going to take Terror, I think. Terror Shredder's Pack, yeah, the Shredder's Pack, Slicing Shredder Gauntlet, yeah, I don't even know what that is, but I'll mess with it. So, Shred Gauntlets, Slicing Shredder Gauntlet, okay. Knockdown Sharp Shot Bow, these take, Echo Shells. What's this now? Yeah, just kill him, I'm gonna go sit, he hurt me real bad with a stupid ass fire too. Okay, I want chill water from you, and I'm gonna buy a lot of it too. Resources of the chill water variety we need. Yep, I want to buy a lot of it. Take it. Nice. Echo shell, sure, we'll take that too. Metal bite. Sure. Purge water. Sold. We're out of money now. That's okay. Scrapper radar. What's that? Used for upgrading weapons or outfits and stuff. Yeah. Okay. Glinthawk beak is a source obtained by detaching component with terror damage. Skydrifter razor tail. Used for upgrading weapons and outfits and a bristleback tusk. What do you want for those? Oh, the green shine fragments. I see. Bristleback tusk. I'll take one. I'll take one of these Skydrifter tails and this Glinthawk beak. We'll take another bristleback tusk. Cool. Tripcasters, spike throwers, and ball blasters. Explosive damage and selling for scrapper radar, upgrading weapons and outfits. Scrapper radar. Okay. Takes a green shine sliver. I'll take one of these. Yeah. And so, yeah, thank you. Yeah, to apply the brittle state to an enemy, first build up the state. These won't do much for me, but it might actually slow down the mob. I don't know. It looks cool. It's probably really good for certain things, you know? I don't know what it's good for yet, but it does look cool. It looks fucking sweet. But it's so hard to get an elemental proc on them that it's not really worth it, but... Okay, so now we're gonna tell. Now that we got this part done, oh yeah, metal shards and all that. Yeah, I need metal shards for treasure mount site. Yeah. So we're gonna warp back to. Or I guess I can take the fire for this. I need to save because I just did a whole bunch of work. I can't save here for some reason. Why? Oh, I'm not done with this, I guess? I'm not done with this. Alright. I don't want to save. It'll erase all the work I did. That's okay. This game is better with full frames. Did I go too far? No, I'm right on track, yeah. I just have to follow the trail, that's all. Kangaroos. Oh no. Maybe I can get a nice stealth kill here. Are they gonna make me fight them? I think they are. Son of a bitch. No, I just have to follow the trail to that campfire, I'm fairly sure. Or I don't know, maybe it's west actually. It is west. I need to go north and west again. I'm off track. I think they want me to just ride. I don't think I'm supposed to kill at all. I'm supposed to ride it. I wish it was daytime. I can't see to do anything. I do like the vignette because it makes it really hard to see. I actually really like that. This game was a lot better than I thought it was, if you can get the frames out of it. Wow, yeah, look like... Oh, man, inside the frames are really good. What the hell is this place, man? That must be the orb Silent stuck Hades in. As a Pharaoh facility or Zero Dawn. Yeah, this spear will help that robot.
So I don't know. I don't know that that's a knock against the game per se. It just annoys me that they're charging $60 for what is relatively a short game. Now, I think the game and both of its DLCs are worth $60, but just the base game, I don't think they should be charging $60 for that, quite frankly. And then, of course, again, as I mentioned, wasn't wild about most of the side quests. I liked what they added to the world building, but the quests themselves were pretty eh. And then, as I mentioned, because you can be this jack-of-all-trades character, and there's only a few different decisions, and most of them mostly wind things up in the same place anyway, because of those things, there's not really much replay value in a game that is trying to sell you on builds and decisions. They kind of weirdly shot themselves in the foot in that regard. And then my last big criticism is that most of these characters are forgettable. And I don't necessarily mean that in a mean way. None of them overstay their welcome. It's just that the game is relatively short and a lot of these characters don't get fleshed out. So what you're actually meeting is like 2 seconds worth of a personality, which is coded in that 1950s dark humor corporation stuff I mentioned earlier. And it's hard to get invested in some of these characters because of that. Outside of your companions, again, most of these characters are forgettable. There's a few I remember, mostly from the DLCs, but a lot of the other characters throughout the game are just forgettable. That said, a full opinion, I would recommend you buy this game on sale, honestly. Like I mentioned, I'm not wild about its price tag of $60 even today. I think if $60 included both of the DLCs, that would be a pretty good deal. However, as it stands, again, buy this on sale. It's a fun game. Don't go into it expecting this AAA Fallout experience, and you'll have a good time. But just remember, it's a AA game, so hedge your expectations a little bit, and I think you'll have...
I had never heard it phrased that way, and it was good. It was helpful to me. Yeah, let's hear what he said about Days Gone. That's another game that I didn't play.
What's going on, everybody? Mortem here, this time bringing you my review after 100% for Days Gone. Now, a few things to get out of the way right off the bat here. I like to review games
Thank
after
you, Mortismo,
100%
for all of
to set
these
me apart from other reviewers
excellent
on
videos from my
YouTube,
stream.
as
I'd
well
like to
as
sub
just
to your
lend
channel.
myself some credibility. If you're curious what all that actually entails and you go to my channel and you're not subscribed, the first video you're going to see is a video explaining all of it to you, and while it includes the achievements, they're hardly the only thing involved. But that said, my Steam profile is public and linked in the description below. Also, we are specifically on the Steam version of Days Gone. Now, Days Gone originally released for PlayStation as an exclusive in 2019, and then it came to Steam in 2021. The game was developed by Bend Studio, and the game itself has a bit of a contentious discussion around it and how well it's sold, etc. You'll see this pop up in journalism sometimes, and just people talking about how the game sold millions but was considered a disappointment, etc. But with no further ado, let's actually fully jump into this thing. So I like to talk about the setup for the story, so as not to actually spoil anything, but the general setup for Days Gone is that the end of the world is happening, or has happened more specifically. You start out in a bit of a flashback, but time quickly fast forwards to 2 years later, where the zombie apocalypse, so to speak, has happened. Now, these aren't technically zombies. If you want to get really specific, they're just mutated human beings, but they are very much so alive. But basically, your standard virus outbreak led to zombie plague. Now, you yourself play as a biker named Deacon St. John. And the main thing to know about the story here is that while you will eventually get answers for questions like, where did this virus come from? How widespread is it? All of those answers will come, but the story is actually really revolving around the personal story of Deacon St. John. And as such, because the story centers so heavily on him, if you don't like Deacon St. John, you're probably not going to like the story, which is a shame because, in my opinion, the story is really the best thing this game has going for it. Because what sets this apart from a lot of other zombie-style games is that the zombies are more of a backdrop. And while yes, they're important,
You've been examined.
They're really not the biggest thing going on. A lot of the story actually revolves around the interpersonal connections between everybody involved, and less so about the actual zombies. So let's talk difficulty a little bit. So difficulty varies from easy to survival 2. Now, Survival 2 was added later, post-release, I mean, and whereas easy, and I think even normal actually, has a bit of aim assist and the time to kill zombies and stuff is a little shorter, Survival mode actually sees you losing things
Incoming
like
towel.
your UI for the most part, and of course losing the aim assist, etc. So on Survival 2, there's no amount of aim assist, and you only see your UI when you are using your survival sense, which is kind of like your standard eagle vision almost from, say, like Assassin's Creed. Basically, it just lets you highlight things on the map to go look at. But in survival mode, it has the extra benefit of actually showing your UI while you have it active. And I would say Survival and Survival 2 are probably pretty rough for a first playthrough, but another feature of the
Incoming
difficulty
towel.
is the New Game Plus mode. So after you beat the game, you can then import all of your upgrades and skills, etc. to a New Game Plus mode, and New Game Plus lets you change the difficulty for that playthrough. So Survival 2 on a new playthrough really isn't that difficult. Now, in terms
Incoming
of
towel.
progression that you would actually bring over with you for New Game Plus, for instance, it's primarily separated into, I would say, 3 categories. There's the skills, so as you play the game, you will actually be leveling up, per se, which will give you skill points, which you can then spend on one of 45 skills, divided into sets of 15 each for melee, ranged, and survival. Now, you can actually get all of these perks, and if you do a very thorough run of the game, you will easily get them all, actually, with some room to spare. And these do basically what you think they would do. They make your range or melee combat easier, and just, in general, make the game easier as you pick up these perks, and is your main mode of progression. Then we have our equipment progression. So out in the world, you're going to find camps, which we'll talk about here in a bit, but by doing jobs and missions for those camps, you
Your
increase
skill has
trust
increased.
status, and increasing your trust status increases the amount of things you can buy from the camp merchant, which will then let you buy and upgrade your gear, which means things like better weapons, suppressors, throwables, traps, etc. Most camps also have a mechanic, which will also allow you to upgrade your motorcycle, which is kind of the third bit of progression, as your motorcycle is your primary mode of traveling the world map. And your bike starts off pretty terrible, but by the end you can drive basically everywhere with one tank of gas. It lasts a lot longer, it takes more to get damaged, etc. But with all of that said, let's talk a bit about the world building of this game. So the first thing I want to say about the world is that it's gorgeous, honestly. The game itself is very pretty to look at. It runs very, very smoothly. And on a technical standpoint, the world is very good in that regard. Like, FPS is solid, didn't really have any trouble at all. And again, the game is just really pretty. Now, for the rest of the world building section, I'm going to divide this up into the more lore and setting, so to speak, and then the actual mechanics of the world building, because I think both are kind of important. For starters, as I mentioned, basically everybody rides motorcycles now. This is for a variety of reasons, but primarily because there are hordes of the freaks or the zombies that basically march up and down the highway and in the major cities, which means being on the main roads is very dangerous. So most people have adopted to living off-road, which involves things like dirt bikes, motorcycles, basically any off-road vehicle. Now, the people that are still around have kind of organized into small camps of survivors, which I also mentioned. Now, these are pretty much what you would expect in a post-apocalypse. They're little survivalist camps. Everyone is expected to work in order to earn their keep and their food, frankly. Some of them are trying to farm, some of them put more of an emphasis on hunting, and the flavor of each camp kind of varies depending on where you go. But the point is, there is a little bit of organization happening with the survivors that are still out here, because there are people around. As I mentioned, the story is very much so about the people that are left in this universe, which brings us to the point that I mentioned a bit ago, which is that the zombies are not like the big primary thing happening. They are a threat, yes, but they're primarily a threat in their horde form. Individually, most of the zombies are very weak. In fact, headshots will kill most enemies until you get to the late game, where human enemies are wearing armor and some of the larger freaks don't go down when you hit them with just one shot to the head. But most of them do just die to headshots. So individually, these things aren't very dangerous. It's only when they group up and form what are called hordes that they become an issue. Because as the game will slowly unravel and tell you, this is actually a worldwide thing. This happened everywhere. I won't get into the specifics because spoilers, but basically the vast majority of the human population has been turned into these freaks. So while the freaks are basically just mindless animals for the most part, there's really just not enough humanity left to fight them. But because they are, again, fairly mindless, an organized human force can easily clear these things out. It's just a matter of getting the resources to do so, which is presented as the primary obstacle in that regard anyway. So now that I've kind of talked about the more conceptual stuff, let's talk about how this actually works in practice. And unfortunately, this is where it kind of falls apart a bit. In practice, the world of Days Gone is pretty boring, honestly. In terms of things being a threat,
Happy
as I just
Easter,
mentioned,
guys.
unless you stumble upon a horde, which there are about 40 of them in game, which you can fight, beyond that, the zombies really just aren't a threat. And the hordes are in very specific locations and are pretty easily avoided until you're ready to actually fight them. And while the main quest has a lot of variations to it about like the things you'll be doing and how you'll approach some stuff, unfortunately, the side missions are very run-of-the-mill. The side missions are basically go rescue this person, go clear out this group of bandits, or go track down this specific person. And every side mission is basically one of those three things. And that gets repetitive and boring pretty quickly. Moreover, how you actually explore the map and stuff is very Ubisoft, which I realize isn't who made this, obviously, but in order to explore the map, basically what you'll do is you'll track down ambush camps, which are basically the Days Gone equivalent of Ubisoft towers, where you'll go in, you'll clear out the ambush camp, you'll find their bunker, which contains a map, which marks a bunch of locations on your map, and then you'll go track them down. And this is how you'll find all of the important collectibles. And ultimately, my opinion about the world building in particular is that while it has some cool ideas, it ultimately sticks to that very tried and true traditional AAA open world RPG, and really the only unique thing about it in that regard is the hordes, which we're about to talk about for the combat section. Now, as I mentioned, probably the most important thing to know about combat is that headshots will kill most things instantly. Now, late game, you will run into some enemies that is not true for, such as stronger zombies who can't be dropped that way, or again, human enemies wearing armor. Some of the human enemies wearing the armor actually have other methods of also one-shotting them, which is important to remember. But a lot of the later game, larger freaks just have to be filled full of lead, basically. But beyond that, there's a lot of options in terms of the weapons available to you. And truth be told, mechanically speaking, the combat is good, but it's very run-of-the-mill. Like, if you've ever played any kind of shooter, either third-person or first-person, you basically get the gist of what this is, because it functions pretty much the same. Now, there is a bit of melee combat with weapons you can pick up and stuff, and while I really wouldn't call any of it bad, it's just very standard, I guess, would be the word for it. Outside of this one thing, and that is, of course, the hordes. Now, the hordes are, I would say, truly unique to Days Gone, but fighting them also becomes fairly standard after a while. While these things are initially pretty intimidating, the story, specifically actually the main story, really sets you up to fight hordes at the end of it via consumables and things which just make it easier, like a napalm molotov, various types of traps that you can set up and then trigger the horde to run through, which will kill tons of them all at once. So while they start off very intimidating at first, by the end game you are very well equipped to handle even the largest hordes, and in fact, the largest horde in the game is actually required to be dealt with per the main story. But here's the thing, even if you didn't have all of these methods available to you, hordes will actually not chase you endlessly. They have a bit of a leashed area, if you will, and if you drag them out of that, they will start to slowly trickle back to the area they're supposed to be in and stop chasing you, which allows you to turn around and just take pot shots at them, which I realize there's probably some technical reason for this, but I honestly just wish that they would chase you endlessly if you aggroed them, which would have made it a more fun experience and less prone to cheese, in my opinion. Now, let's talk a little bit about the DLC. Now, a good chunk of the DLC I've actually already mentioned, which was the Survival and the New Game Plus modes. Now, there is a bit more of DLC called Challenges. I did not like the challenges, thought they were kind of dumb and unrelated to most of the game, to be honest. But from the main menu, or just the settings menu in the main game, you can activate the Challenge menu, which is a separate game mode that sees you running through various challenges that are themed a little bit, but basically double down on the combat of the game primarily. There's a few motorcycle, like race-typed ones that are a little more fun. And I would say the only good thing that I liked about the challenges is that the rewards for doing them actually carry over to the main game a little bit. So there are 12 challenges, and each challenge has a patch associated with it. And there are 3 levels of each patch: bronze, silver, and gold. So getting a gold medal on a challenge gives you the equivalent gold patch for that challenge. And each level of a patch increases what that patch does for you in the main game. So say a patch increases your medkit efficiency rate. Well, once you earn enough challenges and you play the main game, Deacon will actually have that new patch on his biker jacket, plus you get the extra benefit from that patch in the main game, which is nice. Definitely pretty helpful for a survival mode, but just the act of playing these challenges is just not a lot of fun, in my opinion. and kind of doubles down on some of the most annoying mechanics in the game, which is like, oh, fight off this horde, but also you have to do it with these specific weapons type stuff. And overall, I just didn't find it very fun. I'm sure it's some people's cup of tea, but it wasn't for me. And honestly, my feelings on challenges are that is a day of my life I'll never get back. Now let's talk positives, negatives, and then wrap this up. Positives for me, the story is really good if you like Deacon as a character. If you don't like Deacon as a character, you're probably not going to like the story. But I enjoyed the story quite a bit. It has a couple weak moments here and there. And one thing I really don't think they ever explained, at least if they did, I guess I missed it. They never explain why the people that are alive now are apparently immune to the virus, which I guess is just the explanation in and of itself.
But still, it irked his nerd brain. It irks me too.
The thing that is mutating people into the freaks, it is an incredibly fast-acting virus. Like, we're talking within the span of a day or two, you will turn into one of these things. However, everyone in game pretty much is up close and personal with these freaks all the time, and they are apparently not catching this virus, which again I really don't think was ever explained anywhere. So I'm guessing they just want you to assume that the people left are immune to it. But beyond that, the horde mechanic I thought was really cool, or at least a cool idea. As I mentioned, I wish they wouldn't like leash the hordes to one specific area once you've aggroed them, just to make it a bit more interesting, but I suppose they probably don't want you leading a horde back to like the camps or something. But overall, the horde mechanic is cool and pretty unique. Honestly, it was a pretty intense experience the first couple times you run into these things. Beyond that, the world itself is absolutely gorgeous, and on a technical level, it runs very well. Now, negatives for me are the just very traditional AAA open world. In that regard, this game took zero risks. Combine that with the very run-of-the-mill side missions, and you're left with, in my opinion, a great story and a bland world. Which is why my overall conclusion for this game is that while it's a very cool experience to run through, and I can see why people do love this game so much, for me personally, I would say buy it on sale. It's normally $50 at least on Steam. I think I picked it up for $30 during a sale, which is what I would say is probably more about what it's worth. As for most people, a run through the main story is probably going to be about 30 or so hours. And even in that 30 hours, there's a ton of repetitive content. But again, yeah, my overall conclusion is pretty cool story and unfortunately pretty bland open world. There you guys go. I hope you enjoyed the review. If you did, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube jazz. But regardless of any of that, truly, just thank you so much for watching, especially if you're listening to this message right now. May you wander in wisdom and have an amazing day.
Orbit to Stargate. Warp drive active.
If you ask most of the games press, they'll tell you that Days Gone sits somewhere between the level of average to garbage. While most outlets agree that the game is okay, some outlets have really savaged it, declaring it vacuous, unimaginative, and thoroughly unworthy of your time and money. The thing is, I actually don't begrudge them that view, and I can understand how they came to that conclusion. The truth is, Days Gone has a lot of problems. The narrative, pacing, open world design, mission design, combat, and technical performance all suffer from some pretty major issues that are going to hamper your enjoyment, depending on how much each of those things get under your skin. But you know what game I could also say very similar things about? Red Dead Redemption 2, a game that has one of the highest Metacritic scores of all time at 97%. And I think that Days Gone becomes a fascinating case study in how reviews evaluate narrative-driven games.
Me too.
And how much slack they're willing to cut any gameplay.
I'm not really willing to cut them slack. If the combat sucks, I'm done with you.
Right now,
I'm done with you.
I think there's very little separating Red Dead and Days Gone, but for the quality of the writing and how populated the open world feels. And the shrinking horse testicles, of course.
There's been one thing that people have been noticing since the very first trailer was revealed, and that is that the horses have realistic testicles that are fully animated.
Both of them are open world games where the world feels rather static and unchanging despite your actions. Both of them have clunky controls and painfully average combat mechanics. Hell, both of them rely on slowing down time to help crutch how bad the shooting is. Both of them are led by a rough outlaw-style protagonist with a fierce loyalty to his own and a heart of gold. Both of them are about the sacrifices needed to survive in a world that doesn't want them there, and where rival gangs and factions are breathing down their neck. Both of them suffer from serious pacing issues that massively undermine the overall narrative impact and risk exhausting the player before they reach the finish line. These are, in many regards, very similar games. I think the comparison becomes even more stark when you consider something like The Last of Us, a game that many consider to be the greatest interactive narrative-led experience and one that sits at 95% on Metacritic. The Last of Us is a game starring a broken man who lost his loved ones at the start of the outbreak of the zombie apocalypse, so exactly the same as Days Gone. Gameplay-wise, Days Gone is remarkably similar to The Last of Us, stealth-focused against zombies with the odd bit of fisticuffs and gunplay. But instead of linear tunnel exploration and laddering, Days Gone presents a large open world to explore, vastly more mission variety, survival elements, and meaningful progression systems. I will confidently say that the gameplay is better and more interesting in Days Gone than it is in The Last of Us, and yet Days Gone languishes with reviews as low as 5 or 6 out of 10 from large-scale media outlets, while The Last of Us is masterpiece.
Okay.
Honestly, at the very start of this, I would challenge anyone to play through these games and argue that the 22 or 25 point Metacritic spread that lies between them is justified. I think it would be a very hard case to prosecute. Now, I don't want to be obtuse here. I get why a game like The Last of Us and Red Dead get the reception they do. Part of it is to do with hype and fandom, which Naughty Dog and Rockstar have no shortage of, but I think most of it is explainable by the quality of the writing and the actors' performances. Arthur Morgan was, in my view, the very best written.
Why are you talking about
protagonist
RDR2
of
instead of Days Gone, you
sprawling,
idiot?
Gone with the Wind-esque saga of Duchess Crew was a true
Oh my
opus.
God,
For The
shut
Last
up
of
about
Us, I think its
RDR2.
impact is best explained
Days or
temporally,
Last
which
of Us. Days Gone is not on the par. Well, I mean, I guess that's the point he's making. Last of Us is not, and Days Gone is not on the level of Last of Us or RDR2.
Jumping.
Wow, it's already, like, is it dawn again? I don't like the vignette. It feels like I'm in a cave all the time.
Warping to Stargate.
But, I mean, the game's yellow
Drive
without
active.
it. I don't know. Oh, what's that sound? Are you on me? Yeah, you are. Get on it. His gospel will kill me. I've got to go sit. I have to. Yep, there it was too. It would have killed me. Fucking dumb. Yep, there we go. Like now during the day, the vignette doesn't look so good. It's weird. At night it looks weird. The vignette actually really bothers me, and I don't know why it's on all the time. It's actually annoying. I'm gonna turn it off. But it's too yellow without
Approaching
it.
Stargate.
See, like I don't know though. Like it bothers me. Like you lose a lot of visual fucking recognition, but when the game's too yellow, it's good. This water would be so cold. You wouldn't be able to touch it, really. I mean, obviously you could touch it, but you wouldn't really be able to swim in it. I mean, up here in the mountains, yeah, this water would be freezing fuck cold.
Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active. Approaching Stargate. Autopilot jumping. to Stargate. Warp drive active.
I went out the way I came in. God damn it.
Approaching Stargate.
I like the
Autopilot
swimming
jumping.
the best. It's the best swimming I've ever seen.
Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active. Approaching Stargate. Autopilot jumping. Warping to station. Warp drive active.
I love the swimming. It's the best it's ever been.
Approaching station. Docking request accepted. Autopilot disabled. Waypoint reached.
was that sound? Oh, he cast something. Okay. I love the new guns and new weapons in this game. God, I wish Rust would do this. It would be an elegant solution to their problem. Oh, I don't have this yet? I don't have this yet. Damn it. Okay, well. Maybe I should go over there. Oh, that's the town. No, I don't want to go to the town. I want to go north, but I don't think you can scale that mountain. Yeah, I don't think so. So, okay. There's an unknown place I haven't been yet. It's just kind of odd. And that Split Crag, there's stuff up north. Quest-wise, you want me to go now to ignite whatever that is, and I guess that's kind of a valid goal. I don't really see why not.
To say that when it arrived in 2013, almost no game before it had delivered the same emotionally wrought and believable performances. Had The Last of Us been
ridiculous, there were so many good, really raw performances before Last of Us. Many, many good storylines. They weren't like amazing, but they definitely were engaging. Like, okay, it's kind of sad, but at the end of Grand Theft Auto 3, the main protagonist, who is a silent character, is like hanging out with this girl that he meets. I forget, she's not a gangster girl, she's just like this girl, she's like a secretary that works in one of the gangsters' offices, I think, and he saves her life or something like that. She's like, you know what, dude, I love you, and he's like, I love you too, and they get together at the end. And I cried like a little baby at the end of Grand Theft Auto 3 when they got together. I thought that was a cute little romance story that had very little to do with the story, but it was a good example of how something could be more gripping. That was more moving to me than anything in The Last of Us, except for the initial opening cutscene.
released today.
The initial opening cutscene really got to me, because like his brother dies, and they chase him, and I think her father dies or something. It's really crazy how Joel takes over the father role. It's really weird.
Its positive reception would be far less unanimous. For games such as these narrative-led action games, they live and die on the strength of their story and characters. And I think that where I disagree with the majority of the gaming press is in how redeeming this story and these characters are. The writing isn't as strong as Red Dead or The Last of Us, but it's strong enough that I really enjoyed this Days Gone experience despite its many, many weaknesses. If you take only one thing away from this video, I hope it's this. Don't write this game off based on the reviews. This week I've watched the user score on Metacritic creep up from 6.9 to 7.9, well above what the critics are awarding it. Gamers are not shy about sharing their dissatisfaction with a product, and if this game was shit, then it would certainly be reflected in the score. But it's not reflected there because the game isn't shit. In fact, despite its issues, I actually think it's pretty good. I'm going to show you why I think that, but I'm also going to show you all of the stuff that sucks. There's a lot of negative shit to talk about here, and I'm going to go through all of it so that you can make as informed a decision as possible about whether or not to invest the time and money into Days Gone. But remember, at the end of the day, I'm recommending this to you as something worth checking out because I think it has a lot of heart in it. There aren't too many games that come out like this, and you can tell that the developer really put it all on the line. Anyway, enough preamble. Let's get started. Let's begin by making clear what you're getting in the box if and when you pick up Days Gone. This is an open world action game set in a post-zombie apocalypse world. You're in a small slice of Oregon and you're trying to make your way as a drifter bikie when disaster befalls your friend Boozer.
You must be brought low, biker man, for you are lost and we are found. We will show you. You are not one of the found.
His arm is in pretty bad shape, and to help restore him to health, you start engaging the various camps dotted around the map, each of them with their own personalities, politics, and secrets for you to contend with. Overarching all of this is your desire to figure out what happened to your dead wife Sarah, who you lost track of when everything started going to shit, and who you've never been able to move on from despite the passage of time. Immediately, Days Gone makes smart decisions about how it handles its open world design components. First, the map you're on, it's actually pretty small. You will retread numerous locations multiple times, and far from being a weakness, I always consider that a strength because it means that you come to know these places. You know where the good vantage points are in shootouts. You remember what went down at specific spots as you drive past them again. The space comes to mean something to you rather than just bury you in endless forgettable square mileage like so many other open world games are wont to do these days. It's also quite a pleasant world to explore. It isn't stunning all the way through, but it really does have its moments, especially as you transition from the dense, green wooded forests to expansive deserts, or when the snow finally begins to fall and the entire map is transformed. Days Gone isn't going to win any awards for visual presentation, but it's clearly very passable, and I think the serenity of the space complements the feeling of being a lonely road warrior, out there with nothing but your thoughts on the open highways and dirt roads.
It had a vibe, did it?
We keep going.
No.
What happened? You muted. What happened? You muted. You muted. Why? I don't understand this reload.
Is transformed. Days Gone isn't, and I think highways and
What?
way meaningful exploration. Throughout the whole playthrough, there's almost zero reason to deviate from your mission path and strike out into the open world. Yes, there are bandit camps you might jump into, but missions will send you there later anyway. Yes, you might find a random civilian in trouble, but these events are randomly generated and can literally happen anywhere on the map, not in specific locations that you might uncover through exploration. Had the game offered you unique character interactions or dramatic moments or useful upgrades, we might have had some reason to spend time exploring places we otherwise shouldn't, but in the absence of these things, you'll find yourself sticking to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. Structurally, I'm really pleased to report that Days Gone doesn't lean into the mindless, grindy busy work that are the worst aspects of the open world genre. When you're not on a mission, you can strike out in any direction to find freaker nests to burn down, bandit camps to clear, freaker hordes to eradicate, or just abandoned buildings you can loot. If the satisfaction of clearing sections of a map is something that appeals to you, then Days Gone offers plenty of that and with enough variety within that formula to keep you interested. The game will give you side missions that send you to these places, but these missions are almost always optional and you can skip them. These missions are your stock standard fare, like clear camps and hunt down bad guys or burn out freaker nests, but the game does a good job of delivering these to you at a steady, almost drip-fed pace, meaning that they become a refreshing break from the dense, cutscene-focused main missions. You'll typically do 1 or 2 main story missions, and then you'll be asked to clear out a bandit camp, complete another 2 main story missions, and then you'll get a radio call to go rescue a hostage from a different camp. You know exactly what to expect when these missions pop up, and none of them will surprise you, and they are, most of them, optional, but I think they play an important role in pacing the adventure, ensuring a surprisingly well-maintained balance of dialogue and gameplay. I personally hate doing open world busy work, but I found myself doing and enjoying these quests because they always felt like they arrived at just the right times when I was looking for something different to do. I'll also make the very important point that there's no grinding required in this game either. Games like Assassin's Creed or even The Witcher 3 will force you to grind levels before continuing on the main story quest. But because Days Gone doesn't have any level gating, and enemies don't scale or become more powerful throughout your playthrough, you can tackle every mission as you find it, which immediately flows into the next mission uninterrupted. I think this is where I really want to push back on a lot of the criticism that Days Gone has been getting about its open world design, with a lot of that criticism saying that the game is repetitive and it lacks innovation. I think these are both unfair charges to lay at the feet of Days Gone. This game is some 50 hours long, and I almost never felt a sense of repetitiveness set in. For repetitiveness, I think Ubisoft open world design like Far Cry or Ghost Recon Wildlands or the more recent Assassin's Creed, hell, even Horizon Zero Dawn had a repetitiveness to its structure that started to drag on me after some time. Map scouting, checkpoint clearing, mandatory resource collection, level gating, Days Gone manages to sidestep the fatigue and boredom that these systems often engender by making its open world elements entirely optional to complete. So if you want to beeline through the main story, then you can do that, but if you want to stop and smell the roses, then you can absolutely do that too. I guess what I'm saying is that they got the open world formula pretty right here. I really hate open world grind, I really hate forced side quests, I really hate level gated content. Days Gone does away with all of this to deliver an open world that isn't particularly beautiful, it isn't particularly dense, and it isn't particularly surprising, but it's all open to you and you can engage it without having to suffer through boring, grindy shit, and that freedom to experience it on your terms becomes a useful tool in pacing your 50-hour journey and provides more than enough satisfaction to those looking for an open world fix. Alright, so I gotta be straight up and say that I have a lot of problems with most of the gameplay systems in Days Gone. Some of those are minor complaints, some of them are really big yikes territory that completely destroy certain parts of the experience for me. Let's talk about the survival elements first. When we say survival elements, what we generally mean are gameplay systems that force you to constantly forage for consumable resources. In Days Gone, this is manifest most notably with your bike, which is in constant need of fuel and scrap parts used for repair. Now in theory, this is a really cool idea because yeah, you have a bike and you need to maintain it. When it works, it actually deepens your connection to this inanimate object because much like feeding and washing your horse in Red Dead, maintaining your bike feels like you're giving it some TLC. You feel closer to it when you have to tend to it like this. I know it sounds really dumb, but trust me, it's definitely a thing. In practice though, holy shit is this a chore. Your bike is the most fragile and most fuel inefficient piece of machinery ever willed into existence. It is not an exaggeration to say that if you crash your bike once by accidentally driving into a rock or something, your bike will lose like 75% to 100% of its health and require repairs. It's no exaggeration to say that you can drive your bike for a total of 5 minutes before you need to refuel it. 5 minutes! Imagine playing an open world, vehicle-based game, but every 5 minutes you need to stop for fuel. You can fast travel in this game, but doing so also consumes fuel. So when you arrive at your location, the first thing you need to do is either buy or scrounge for more fuel. It's crazy, and it's been way overtuned here unnecessarily. I will say that owing to careful preparation, I've only run out of fuel a few times during my playthrough, and on 2 of those occasions, they were actually some of the best moments I've had playing this game. One time I was right underneath a horde of zombies, so I had to carefully sneak around while I was hunting for fuel so I didn't disturb them. And the other time I just couldn't find any fuel for ages. I spent like 30 minutes walking up and down roads looking for fuel because I was kind of stranded out in the middle of nowhere. I know this sounds annoying, but separate from my bike, I had to contend with all of the game's systems at once. Combat, exploration, stealth. I really felt like I was experiencing the full game in that moment, and it was really great, but I think that I appreciated it because of how rare it was, and had I not planned my fuel so carefully, and had I found myself without fuel more often, I probably would be less charitable in my description of these circumstances. Overall, I feel like these elements had the right intention, and even the right design, they just weren't dialed in correctly. Had they been a little bit more forgiving, you still would have had to contend with them. You still would have felt like you were surviving the apocalypse, but you wouldn't have felt like it was so oppressive. When you're off your bike and you begin engaging enemies in combat, you'll typically start by using stealth. Now, to its credit, Days Gone has a surprisingly functional stealth system. You can use shrubbery to avoid detection, throw rocks to distract enemies, stealth kill silently, and then disappear out of view before anyone knows what's going on. The problem is that enemy field of view is comically bad, and it really shatters the sense of immersion and satisfaction. Yeah, you can clear an entire camp pretty easily without being seen, but given how dumb and blind the enemies are, you don't end up feeling like Solid Snake by the end of it. Stealth works really well, it's just that the enemy AI isn't up to snuff here, and it does cheapen the overall stealth experience. The core issue with the game's mechanics, however, is combat, and in particular shooting. I will tell you that about halfway through this game, I almost completely gave up on using guns at all because they are so annoying to use and because melee is just so much more reliable as an alternative. Issues with gunplay exist at every possible level. Firstly, the guns themselves feel awful to use. The feedback and recoil is entirely off, and keeping them locked on target is just awful. Second, the weapon reticle is specifically designed to be really large, lending a sense of realism to the game, I guess, but all it really achieves is annoyance, since any ranged engagement beyond like 20 feet means that your weapon is simply not accurate enough to be reliable. There's a talent that helps improve this slightly, but it's nowhere near enough to offset how bad it is. Enemy movement is actually a huge culprit within this, because shooting an enemy results in them spasming wildly and instantaneously, meaning that you have to immediately adjust your aim, and by the time you do that, they've already moved again. Zombies as well, they bob their heads up and down and sidestep, making it equally difficult to target them. And I know it sounds dumb to complain about enemies moving when you shoot them, but good enemy design is partly about making targets shootable without things feeling frustrating, and Days Gone really fails in that regard. The point about enemy movement is actually really closely linked to one of the game's survival elements, namely ammo economy. Ammo is a really scarce resource in this game, especially at the start before you secure some upgrades and an ammo pouch for your bike. This means
Bad
that every
design.
shot has to count, since you can't just dump bullets into a target, which means that you're aiming for headshots because it's the only way to do enough damage to bring down your targets given how little ammo you have, which means you're typically missing because of the way that enemies move, which just results in this horrible cycle of annoyance and frustration and bleh. Contrast all of this with the melee weapon system, which has an entire skill tree devoted to it that makes it possible for you to one or two shot enemies, allows you to craft and repair your melee weapons, and generally makes you an unstoppable powerhouse. I mean, when I got deep enough into this tree, I would just walk into shootouts and just charge at people like Rhino, because I knew I could KO them instantly when I reached them. For a game that's trying to create something that feels broadly realistic, the idea that a 2x4 is more useful to me than my assault rifle feels pretty silly and is a sign of a pretty serious design misstep.
Think you can get through all this?
So while combat sucks, there's one area of Days Gone's gameplay systems that I found extremely impressive, and that's player power.
I think that's all I need to hear. I'm going to go back. that sucks, but the combat sucks. That's all I need to hear. Yeah, I think I heard it.
Make payments. Outward is a game that is easy to misunderstand, because at first glance its appeals don't sound very appealing. What's fun about Outward is walking across long distances slowly. It's about being wounded, hungry, cold, diseased. It's about being lost with no map markers or player cursors, and having to use the existing in-game landmarks to orient yourself to your destination. It's about being greatly inconvenienced and slowly discovering ways to be less and less inconvenienced. It is a measured experience, it is slow by design, and a lot of people are gonna not like that. So while I definitely recommend it, I also recommend looking at this video because I'm going to describe the game and its vibes as clearly as I can, and hopefully you'll be able to tell if this is something you're going to like from what you hear. Outward begins with you waking up after a shipwreck. You've made it back home, but all of your cargo is at the bottom of the sea. When you go outside, you're met with an angry crowd of people. The crowd demands from you all the money that you owe. In this tribe, punishments are doled out to the entire family's bloodline. Your grandmother harmed the tribe before you were born. As a result, you today need to make payments to make up for her crimes until your debt is paid. Having been gone at sea, you haven't been able to make those payments, and with the shipwreck, you don't have any money to do so. You are given 5 in-game days to scrounge together the money for your payment, and if you can't, the tribe will confiscate your home. You may ask how exactly you're supposed to go about getting that money, and to that the game says, go figure it out. This will be a reoccurring theme in this game. Before you can head out into the wilderness, you're guided into getting a water skin and a backpack. More on that soon. You head outside, following the call to adventure. And at this point you'll probably encounter your first pair of bandits, which means it's time to talk about combat. In Outward, combat is about proper spacing, it's about observing the enemy's telegraphed attacks and blocking or dodging. You find openings between their attacks and take advantage of those opportunities. If this sounds similar to Dark Souls, it is, but it also has some key differences. First of all, enemies have a poise meter that you can see beneath their health. When this poise meter is full, all enemy attacks have hyper armor. Hyper armor means that they won't be staggered when they get hit. They'll poise through your attacks and land a hit on you if you decide to trade. Hitting an enemy with an attack, aside from just doing damage, will also lower their stability bar. That bar will recover over time, but if you can keep up the pressure and the bar goes below 50%, the enemy will be staggered by every hit from then on. If you keep attacking and the bar reaches 0, the enemy will be knocked down. While they're knocked down and getting back up, they won't be able to do anything else, giving you an opportunity for free damage. But their stability bar also goes back to 100%, and it can't take any stability damage for the duration that it was on the ground. So the flow of combat is find or create enough openings to get the enemy stability bar to 50%. When at 50, press your advantage while the enemy gets staggered with every hit to do as much damage as possible. And if the enemy isn't dead by the time he gets back up, you play cautiously again as you try and find or create more openings. The hyper armor on enemies can feel clunky at first, but the system is surprisingly robust once you understand and can take advantage of the combat's flow. There's also a variety of different skills and magic. Most of these will go on a cooldown after being used, and they'll be an essential way of creating openings. We'll talk more about these later, as at first you don't have access to many of them. Anyway, if you beat the bandits, you're going to come to a lot of different realizations immediately. Number 1, the backpack mechanic. In Outward you have a very limited inventory. You can only carry 10 units of weight on your person, and that's not very much. A weapon could be 7 pounds worth of weight. A backpack lets you carry a great deal more, at the cost of not being able to roll properly if you're wearing one. And if you get hit while you're wearing it, items that are in your backpack that have durability, like food items, will lose that durability as you get hit. Luckily, you don't have to be wearing the backpack all the time. You can drop it and pick it up at the push of a button without having to go through any menus. I've never actually seen a game use a system like this, but I think it's great. It's very immersive and it's practical. You have a small pocket inventory, and in there you keep things like potions, bandages, antidotes. Things that you still want to have access to even though you've dropped your backpack for the added mobility. And then the pack has a much larger inventory space, where you put your loot, and where you keep the essentials that you're going to need while traveling. Speaking of which, let's go back to the post-bandit encounter. You get done looting their bodies, and then you notice, oh my goodness, I took a lot of damage in that battle. With it being so early in the game and you not having found any armor or any better equipment, you realize that attacks from even the most minor of enemies will do a lot of damage to you. And so now we need to heal. Which raises the question, how do we heal? Well, we'll need to eat food. But we just started the game. We were too thoughtless, we didn't bring any food. But that's alright, you see an animal in the distance, you think you can take it. You kill it and take the meat. But now you need to cook it, which means you'll have to gather wood and craft it into a campfire. You place the campfire on the ground, and now you need to light the fire. You'll need a flint and steel for that. Assuming you have one, you can light the fire and cook the food. You can cook the meat directly on the campfire, but if you decided to bring a cooking pot along, you can cook more efficiently, and it gives you access to all the various recipes that you've learned. The game will start you off with some basic recipes, and you can learn more by reading a recipe scroll. These can be found as loot in the world, and you can buy different ones from different merchants in different towns. And of course, if you already happen to know the recipe off the top of your head, you don't actually need to have the recipe to cook the food. Now, having eaten the food, your character will start to heal. Slowly. He will heal very slowly. Different foods heal at different rates, but they all grant a passive 10-minute health regeneration. If you needed more healing than it's giving you, then you can use bandages, and the health regen from the bandages and the food will stack together. But even combined, this passive health regeneration is very slow in comparison to what other games might have you used to. Of course, there are also health potions that you can bring, and their healing works normally. It's large and it happens immediately. You are unlikely to have any at this point of the game, but like most things, you can craft them if you find their ingredients in the wild, and have the recipe or knowledge on how to make them, assuming of course you decided to bring an alchemy set along with you in this journey. Anyway, however you managed it, you tend to your wounds, and continue your journey in search of money. The game can be harsh, but it's not completely without guidance. If you take your time and look carefully around the town, you will be given advice and locations and quests to help you orient around specific goals, so you don't get overwhelmed by all the systems in front of you. So right now, we're heading towards a dungeon that the game guided us to. Now the trouble is, Outward has no map markers. When an NPC tells you to go somewhere, and gives you directions on how to get there, you should probably pay attention. Out in the world, you will have a map, but there are no quest markers on that map, and your player doesn't have a magical GPS showing you where you are. So if you want to know where you are, you'll have to figure it out using in-game landmarks. Anyway, following directions, you've managed to get to the dungeon I was talking about. And here you realize, it's dark. It's pretty dark. Outward is a game that embraces true darkness. Cave systems, the inside of buildings, and even outside at night can get so dark it really is very difficult to see. As you might expect, the inside of a dungeon has many more enemies than the overworld does, and at a higher density, which means there will be a lot less time for your passive healing to heal you between encounters. Assuming you clear any dungeon, you'll be able to loot it, and there's always more loot than you could possibly carry in your backpack. At this point, Outward becomes a resource management game. You'll have to decide what's worth keeping for yourself, what to bring back to sell, and what to leave behind. As you play, you'll develop a sense for the practical utility and monetary value of different items. And you'll need that sense because silver, the in-game currency, is a primary method of getting stronger. You see, Outward has no levels. There's no experience points. You don't get stronger by defeating enemies. You get stronger by accumulating silver and then using that silver to pay the different trainers in different towns for new active and passive skills. The starting town will have one trainer, and every other town will have two. It is through these trainers that you can start to develop your build. If you want to be a mage, a rogue, a warrior, or a mix in between, you'll do that by going to these trainers and choosing the skills that align with what you're trying to do. Now, Outward has an interesting system for choosing your class. When you go to a trainer, they'll have skills that are below a breakthrough point and skills that are above. The skills below are cheaper, and any kind of build can buy them without consequence. However, if you wanted to access the breakthrough skill, or the skills above it, not only are those like 10 times as expensive, but they'll also require that you spend a breakthrough point, permanently committing you to that class. You only get 3 of these breakthrough points, but in the game there are 11 trainers. Furthermore, each trainer has mutually exclusive skills above the breakthrough point, meaning they have skills that you can only buy one or the other of. This creates an enormous amount of build diversity, since there are 11 trainers and each trainer has at least 2 ways you can specialize into. With so many builds and sub-builds, the game has a great deal of replay value. Even if you're playing with a friend and both you and your friend choose the same skill breakthroughs, you can end up playing in surprisingly different ways. Now, let's say you get back to town and pay off your debt for your house, or you fail to pay off your debt and lose the house. Either way, the story continues. At this point, you're guided into joining one of several factions and going through the story from that faction's perspective. Each one of these factions is located in a different town in a different region, none of which is the region you're currently in. These regions are large, they have different biomes, and traversing them takes a significant amount of time. And there's no fast travel or mounts. Getting from one place to the other will require you to walk. Which brings me to my next point. Outward is about discovering something inconvenient and figuring out how to deal with it. For example, let's talk about health and stamina burn. Whenever you take damage in Outward, or when you use up stamina to attack or to run, some small amount of that health or that stamina will get burned, which means it won't recover all the way back up. The longer that you're out in the wilderness fighting, exploring, or clearing dungeons, the harder it'll get, because the total amount of health and stamina you have access to is just going to get lower and lower. This system also discourages you from running all the time. Running consumes your stamina, so if you run everywhere, that's the fastest way to burn it. Also, the stamina recovery in this game is significantly slower than it is in other games. You can mitigate that by eating food that increases your stamina recovery, but even with that, it's not exactly fast. So if you're running everywhere, not only does it burn your stamina, reducing the total amount of stamina, which will leave you unprepared for dealing with a dungeon if that's where you're running to, but that also means that if you happen upon an enemy and you can't avoid it, you'll have used up a lot of your stamina already, and you might not have enough left to deal with this encounter. So the game incentivizes you not to do that. You're not supposed to run everywhere, you're supposed to walk, slowly. Now, the burnt health and stamina aren't permanent. In order to heal those afflictions, your character will need to sleep. You can do that in a town, at an inn, or at your house, but if you're out in the wild and you need to do it there, that's also an option. For that purpose, you'll need to bring a bedroll or a tent. While you're camped out, you can devote hours to sleep, which will heal your burnt stamina and health. You can also devote hours to repairing your equipment, as it'll likely have been damaged somewhat in the journey. Finally, you can also devote time to lower your ambush chance. While out in the wilderness or in a dungeon, there'll be a percentage chance of an enemy discovering your camp and ambushing you. You'll have to devote time to keeping watch to prevent that from happening. If you're playing co-op, and one friend is more in need of repairing and sleeping than the other, then one of them can devote most of his time to guarding the camp, while the other one predominantly rests. You sleep to mitigate the costs of exploring for long periods of time, but sleeping also has a cost, because the hours that you spent sleeping and repairing and guarding for ambush are hours that your character didn't eat or drink, and the time that passes is time that the food in your inventory gets closer to spoiling. Your character has needs and can be afflicted with various maladies, most of which can be pretty severe. If your character is hungry, his health will burn 3 times faster. If he's thirsty, the stamina will burn 3 times faster. The seasons can change in some places, bringing an extreme difference to the temperature and the environment. If you're not prepared to deal with these temperatures, exploring can become difficult or even impossible. Your character can also contract various diseases such as colds or infections. If your character dies, a variety of different death scenarios can occur. You might get rescued by somebody and brought somewhere else, you might be brought all the way back to town, you might crawl yourself to the entrance. Either way, most of the time your health and stamina will take an extreme amount of burn, and in nearly all situations it's very inconvenient. If you are going through a dungeon and the death scenario happens to put you all the way back to town, that could be a huge amount of time that you need to spend getting back to the dungeon. With the potential cost for dying being so high, every sticky situation you get into can be very tense. The fundamental appeal of Outward is that it's weird and it's hard and it's inconvenient, and there are many steps to doing simple things. For example, magic. In fact, the best example is magic. How do you cast a fireball in Outward? At the beginning of the game, you have no magic, and no ability to cast any magic. If you ask the alchemist in town, she will tell you that to unlock magic, you must go and visit the ley line in the center of the mountain in the region. So you walk to the foot of the mountain. To get to the center, you must traverse one of 3 dungeons of your choosing. Assuming you're doing this at the beginning of the game, all of those dungeons are probably harder than anything you've done so far. Assuming you made it through the dungeon, and are in front of the ley line, now you need to decide how much health and stamina you're going to give up in order to unlock magic. The more health and stamina you give up, the bigger your mana pool will be. But the sacrifice is permanent. And like I said before, this game has no levels. So there are a very limited number of ways for you to get more health and stamina. Once you make that sacrifice though, regardless of how much you got, you'll be given access to your first spell, and theoretically, you'll be able to use fire magic. You'll be able to cast a fireball. In order to do that, first you'll need to cast Fire Sigil. This will create a sigil of fire on the ground that will last for 60 seconds. If you are standing inside that sigil, you can cast the spell you got at the ley line, and that will finally let you cast a fireball. But it's not that simple, because every time you cast Fire Sigil, it consumes a fire stone. You can occasionally find and buy fire stones, but if you want a steady supply, you're going to have your alchemical set out with you and craft fire stones. In order to craft fire stones, you're probably going to need a lot of mana stones to turn into fire stones. Again, you can buy these, but they can be expensive, and if you wanted to have a healthy supply of them, you'll want to collect all the ones you can find in the wild, which means mining any of the mana stone deposits that you see around. In order to mine these mana stone deposits, you must have a pickaxe in your inventory. As you can see, magic is a complicated process. Casting a fireball does not happen at the press of a button. There's a great deal of preparation you must do beforehand. And the fire magic isn't the only kind of magic in the game. They're all weird and convoluted in their own way. Just as a brief example, there's also rune magic. In order to do rune magic, you must have a lexicon equipped on your offhand, and you'll need to know the 4 available runes. Casting each rune will cost mana, and by themselves they don't do anything. But by casting different runes in the correct order, a variety of different spells can be used. All of the magic in the game is powerful, but it also all requires preparation, and it has significant costs. Outward is one of the few games where using magic actually made me feel like a mage. You know that thing people say when you criticize something as unrealistic or immersion breaking? And they'll rebut with something like, oh, you want realism in a game that has, dragons and casting fireballs out of your hand? Yes, I want realism. I want the air of realism, in a fantasy game that has fireballs. Not only that, I would like that realism introduced into the actual casting of the fireballs, like this. Something like immersion isn't just a yes or no thing. It's not like there are games that are immersive, and then there are games that aren't immersive. No, immersion exists on a slider. It exists on a scale. And there are elements you can introduce into your game that increase or decrease immersion. There are things that you can do to ground it in reality. And that means it's possible to have realistic magic systems even if magic isn't real. And that attitude is one the game adopts not just for the magic system, but for the whole game. It's annoying, it's hard, it's inconvenient. The first time I played, I died near a bandit encampment, and the death scenario had me dragged back into their camp. When I woke up, most of my health and stamina were gone, and several days had passed. Still unaccustomed to the game, I tried to find my backpack, and was killed repeatedly in that encampment. This happened so many times that by the time I actually got my backpack and left the camp, it had started snowing. It was so cold outside my character got sick, his health was continuously depleted, I didn't have the equipment to resist the cold or the knowledge of how to endure it. The freezing temperatures killed me, and I was dragged back to the starting town by the death scenario. In there I was safe and I could tend to my wounds and my diseases, but I still couldn't get out of the town. The cold was brutal, and my character couldn't go 10 paces outside of the front gate without getting sick again, and he couldn't go 20 before beginning to die of frostbite. It was terribly irritating, but it was this irritating situation that got me into the game. I was being forced to prepare and pay attention in a way that a lot of games just don't do. And the process of figuring things out, figuring out how to survive in the cold, how to make your magic work, how to navigate to your destination without map markers or player cursors, how to not slam your controller against the wall when the death scenario puts you back to town 20 minutes away from the dungeon you were currently clearing, was awfully fun, at least eventually. And that's the end of this video. As always, thank you very much for watching.
The audience that Nine Dots want to cater to, our profile I call the sophisticated gamer, and not in the snob sense, but in the sense of gamers who have a lot of experience, they know what they want, they have very specific tastes, and more and more games need to attract a large audience because of their expanded budget, and that means they kind of have to, like, old players are kind of leftover, or they're just not catered to foremost. They start with aiming at younger players. Why? Because there are just more of them who are actively buying and playing games. Like the most lucrative demographic in games has always been teenagers. We're talking like teenager boys, more precisely. So they're aiming at 16 to 20 years old guys, and sometimes even younger. They're the core public you want to target to if you want to have the highest amount of sales. But in the process, players that are like 30 years old, like me, I'm 33, we are left with we are not having that wide of a selection of games that are directly targeting us as a public.
Right.
And so I identified that problem, and I want Nine Dots to be like for us, for players like us who've been playing forever, and we know our shit, and we want to be challenged. We want our expertise in games to be challenged.
I don't like the Demon Souls remake. I think
Thank you.
payments
Ratatosker. Ratatosker. Thank you so much for the excellent content from my stream. I've liked the sub to your channel for your You Should Play Outward Definitive Edition video, and thank you.
I don't like the Demon Souls remake. I think that it's inferior to the original in every way other than graphics. I think the atmosphere is worse. I think the art direction is much diminished. I think many of the changes to the music and to the enemy design misunderstand their purpose in the original. And as a result, the remake fails to capture many of the things that made Demon Souls good in the first place. I'm not alone in this assessment. There are many fans of the original who also think that the remake for Demon Souls left much to be desired. So my hope for this video is that people that never played Demon Souls and have only engaged with the remake are able to understand where me and people like me are coming from in our complaints and criticisms. So in the video I'll be listing what I think the problems are, showing clear examples of these problems, and finally explain why I think they're so egregious. So let's just jump into it. Demon Souls had a great artistic vision. It was special. Nothing else at the time looked or felt like Demon Souls. And even though later FromSoft games borrowed heavily from it, those games each had their own unique identity. There still isn't any game that looks or feels like Demon Souls. In creating something like the Demon Souls remake, Bluepoint was always going to have to make changes. It is impossible to update the graphics of a 10-year-old game without also making artistic decisions. When you increase the amount of detail in a polygon or a texture, you have to decide how to fill in the detail. You have to figure out what was the original intent of those objects and try to recreate it with the new tools you have available to you. Interpretation is a necessary part of remaking a game like this. So the question is, how did Bluepoint interpret Demon Souls? Were they faithful to the spirit of the original? And I would argue that the answer to that question is no. Let me read you a quote from Gavin Moore, the director for the Demon Souls remake. He was asked if the remake was staying true to the original vision. This is his reply. Quote, "When we're doing a remake, we identify what the core is of the game, what is the most important to that game. And for us, in Demon Souls, that has to be the gameplay and the logic and the AI. So we pare everything away, leaving that core there that you don't want to touch. That's the heart and soul of the game. And then we start building up everything around that game. All new models, all new character designs, taking everything back to the drawing board and building it back up." End quote. Now I think, at first glance, this sounds perfectly reasonable. And in fact, it might be the right way to do a remake, if they weren't remaking a Souls game specifically. Souls games are more than just their mechanics. The art, the enemy design, and the atmosphere of Demon Souls are not things that exist outside its core. They're not something you can just strip away and replace with something else. Let me explain what I mean. In Elden Ring you have Stormveil Castle. Stormveil is a reflection of the theme of Godric the Golden, its boss. The castle itself is a pragmatic, defensible fortress, or at least it was at one point. The castle now bears a golden filigree, which was added to the pre-existing, more practical fortress. Despite this, much of the castle lays in ruins, and a mysterious curse eats away at it from below. This perfectly reflects the decadence and degradation of Godric's golden lineage. The golden lineage is the line of Godfrey, the first Elden Lord. Godfrey himself was a warrior, known as the Lord of the Battlefield. His strength warranted his crown. Godric, on the other hand, earned his crown through birthright. Godric lays claim to a legacy he had no part in. He doesn't have the strength to warrant his crown. And so, he surrounds himself with the symbols of a golden past. The double-headed axe, the golden lion, and the filigree with which he gilded his castle. All of these things together, they build an atmosphere, and they tell a story. In fact, these are the main ways in which Souls games build their atmosphere and tell their stories.
Fucking puzzle
The
sequence.
reason that people
Fucking
are so drawn into
terrible.
thinking about the subtle storytelling of
It's
these
not
games
because
is
it's not
From
because
Software-
intelligence is involved. It's because I can't read your fucking mind, and I fucked up one thing at the end. So you steal 10 minutes from me, and you designed it that way, and I resent you for it. I don't know. Can you, oh my god. Oh god, I don't even know. I don't know what to do. I hate your fucking puzzle. I'm gonna restart from save. Fuck it. I don't even know where to go from this point. I'd rather do the whole thing again. Stupid piece of shit developers. Wasting my fucking time. Stupid assholes. I resent you so much for this stupid shit. And you're one of my favorite developers too. And I really fucking hate you for this stupid shit. I really do. I'm sorry, but you gotta stop doing this stupid Far Cry shit. In 2024, we all evolved and you didn't. And I say fire you if you don't. I say fire you. Like, don't make a sequel or anything like that, because, you know, if you can't get the simple shit right, don't bother. Don't do this stupid shit. Don't do this stupid shit. And you're good. Your game testers told you not to do it. They warned you how bad it could be. And yeah, you can get through this process. You can get through it, yeah. That's about all you can really do. Like, you can get through it. There's no sense of accomplishment. It's just like, oh good, the butt rate's over when it's over. Just like bad boss fights or something. You're just glad when it's over. You're like, oh, I didn't learn anything from this, and I don't think it made me a better player. It just proved that you were a bad developer. That's all it did. Please get back up. Please get down. Please get up. I shouldn't have to fight you. I can't believe you just did this. Restart from save, you stupid piece of shit. See how bad this is? You stupid piece of shit developer. Don't waste my fucking time with this goddamn cocksucking horse shit anymore. Don't waste my fucking time with this stupid worthless shit. Stop. You know, stop doing it. Stop wasting my time with these stupid ass puzzles that don't apply to anything, that don't prove anything, don't have anything to do with intelligence or IQ or even like a good sense of accomplishment when you're done. It was just like, oh, this jack off developers jacking off, and it's making me sick just watching the jack off developer jack off and waste a bunch of time and waste my time. And you've been doing this since I was a child, since I was 9 years old. You've been doing this. And I'm sorry, I can't stand this stupid shit. And why do you waste my fucking time with this stupid ass shit? I fucking resent you so much for it. One day I hope to sock one of you guys in the face for it. Remember that hilarious joke on The Simpsons? Where all the big giant, conglomerate brands become giant, like all the road signs and everything, all the billboard signs become giant monsters and stuff. And he's like, oh, I'm the guy who invented those shitty jingles that you hum 37 years later. And straight up, Homer just fucking hauls off and socks him in the fucking face, like no warning, nothing. I thought it was the funniest moment in the entirety of the whole show. So Homer just hauls off when he finds out that that's the guy that's doing the earworms on the TV jingles that get stuck in your head for 20 years. He just hauls off and socks him in the fucking face. And I hope to do that to maybe a Blizzard or like a Bethesda developer. I know that's assault. But I think it would be funny, like, because in the Simpsons show, they made fun of it. It wouldn't be like that in real life, but I can dream of socking the developer for doing this to me. I could dream of socking the developer, just hauling off and like, hey, how you doing? Wow! Fucking blow! Fucking cold cock this fucking developer fucking hard for the amount of time he's fucking wasting of my life right now on this piece of shit puzzle that doesn't apply to anything, that doesn't build a skill set, that doesn't make you a better gamer. It just makes you a worse player who's more angry because you can't read what the piece of shit developer, like what's in the crazy developer's head. You can't read what's in their mind, you know? I don't know why you can't seem to do that. Oh my god. I don't even know what you want me to do. I don't even know. I do know that I need to do that. So what did we do here? I told you to restart from save. What did we do here? You didn't screw me up, did you? Stupid piece of shit, waste my time developer. You stupid cocksucker. Fuck you for wasting my time like this. And I'm not kidding either. I have no sense of humor about it. I don't have it. I hope to one day haul off and sock one of you fucking assholes in the fucking face for the amount of time you steal like this. It's a live stream. I hope to one day sock a developer in the fucking face. Sock a Blizzard developer in the face. You know? And it's in the Simpsons show, when they run this gag, like the ad executive is just like, yeah, this isn't the first time that's happened to me. The ad executive knows that he deserves the fucking full-blown punch in the fucking face, like the video game developer does. They deserve a punch in the face for this. I'll haul off and fucking sock you in the middle of an awards ceremony. I don't care. For the amount of time you steal with this stupid-ass shit, yeah, I resent you for it, and I really want to hurt you, kind of. I really kind of, not physically, just, you know, not, or any way that would make you feel sorrow or something like that. I just wish to take out of your hide how much time you take out of mine, you know? Piece of shit. Can't believe you did this stupid shit. You know how long I've been in here now? Like a fucking hour? For what, a stupid-ass door puzzle? Fuck you, piece of shit developer. Straight fuck you too. You want to treat me like this? Straight fuck you too. I don't want you to make a sequel to this game, and I won't buy it. Not if you do stupid ass shit like this. You gotta stop doing stupid shit like this. Just stop. Stupid ass fucking developer, your stupid ass fucking hook puzzle that represents no skill, nothing. Solving the puzzle doesn't represent anything. You're just wasting our fucking time. Admit it. Admit it. You're just wasting our fucking time with this. You know you are. Just straight up full blown, disrespectfully, cocksuckingly wasting our time. You fucking asshole. Straight up, that's what you are too. You're an asshole for doing this. Fucking asshole. I resent you so much for this. Why the fuck are you wasting my time with this retarded puzzle that would never apply to anything in any reality? This would never be a reality I would want for anybody. This would never be anything I would respect anybody for doing. I would be like, how much time did you spend trying to open a door? Oh, are you just a slave to the piece of shit developer's whims? I guess you are. I guess you are. Because it's a piece of shit developer. They treat you like this. They do this stupid ass shit that really just has no application to anything at all. Like, what? I mean, what does this puzzle mean? It doesn't make you a better player. It doesn't test your skills or anything. It just wastes your fucking time, piece of shit. Why did you waste my time? Now I have to watch the video again because I can't read what your fucking idiot developer mind is thinking. Why did you think I could? Get a fucking clue, piece of shit developer. Get a clue.
There's more of the facility over there.
I don't know what you're thinking, so I've got to go watch on some video, which is what you want. I'm not dumb. But I'm like, I don't like watching videos like this, and I resent you even more. And I say, maybe I won't buy your sequel. You know? Not if you keep filling it with goddamn circus trash filler like this. Grade F circus meat instead of a video game. So you soar down to this thing, and you drop the ladder. You went to the red stuff, which is over there. Okay, so I see the red stuff. And I... Please. It's so dumb that I have to watch a video to get through your piece of shit. No skill, no fucking, no talent used to create fucking piece of shit sequence that I don't want and never did want in any of my video games. Why do you waste our stupid time with these retarded door puzzles, these bullshit hook trap puzzles and shit from Zelda 64 that weren't fun back then that were a chore to get through? Why the fuck did you ever think this was fun? Stop putting this shit in your fucking video game, asshole. And I mean it. You're like an asshole for doing it, too. You waste our time with this shit. It makes you an asshole, in my opinion. You're a fucking asshole for wasting our time with this stupid shit. I resent you a lot for it. As long as you're going to make me suffer through this, I'm going to make you suffer through cussing your fucking name for making me do this stupid, meaningless, fucking bullshit, fucking busy work. Fuck your busy work. You're like, you know what, when you do this stupid shit, you know what it's like? It's like a bad teacher who gives you too much homework, you know? And then you go to school the next day, you've gone like 3-4 hours, and it was like painful, and you really resent them and hate them for it, and they're not even there, and it's a substitute teacher, and you're like, what the fuck? Why did I torture myself for 4 hours last night? I'm not even gonna have to turn this work in. And you're like, oh my god. You have this wake-up call that the teacher never really cared, the substitute never really cared, the principal, the world, the people, the government never really cared how much time they waste of your life, just that you show that you're wasting as much time as they are. You know, they don't care. They don't care if you do the work or not. They just need to make you sure that you're doing busy work like they did their whole life. And I'm sorry, as a piece of shit developer, I believed you better than this, but you're obviously not. You're obviously not. You're obviously Far Cry deep down inside. You're obviously Ubisoft, and you'll go the way of Ubisoft with, you know, raping the interns and all the breast milk stealing and your money culture and all the stupid ass shit. You can see gorillas ready to don the Ubisoft fucking mantle and just start raping the interns and drinking the milk and causing people to commit suicide and forcing gamers to do stupid ass 25-minute sequences for no fucking reason, that don't test their skill, that don't represent anything in the game, that don't add to the game in anywhere for him. Just waste the poor player's life away. Thanks for this waste of a fucking time sequence that I fucking hated. You know what I'm saying? Stop wasting our time with this stupid, meaningless bullshit. Stop doing it. There's no combat. There's no growth. The puzzles weren't challenging. They were just stupid and badly designed. Stop putting filler in your fucking video games. Just make them shorter if you can't make good design. Don't keep filling them with this stupid ass filler busy work bullshit. Stop doing that. Oh, so look, you door puzzled me again. So now I've got to go consult your piece of shit video again just to see what to do. Because I don't care. I don't care to try and stumble around trying to read your retard mind. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to read your retard mind. I'm just going to cheat. Because this shit's stupid. I can't read your retard mind. Nobody thinks like you piece of shit developers. Nobody does. None of the things you ever do like this are intrinsic or you know, inherently, like, you know. Anyways.
What's in here?
Okay, so now I have to read some stupid thing, and I can't read your mind, so how the fuck would I know to do that? Fucking retarded. You and your bullshit design. Fuck you, assholes. What's the number? It's like, I don't know. I'll just watch the fucking video. I can't bother to read it. It's utter cancer. I'm sorry, but it is. You know? Okay, the code was, I don't give a shit about trying to solve the puzzle or any of this stupid shit. Oh, wait, there's a chest right there, is there? Where's the chest? I didn't see it. Get out of this. Get out of this. Get out of this. Get out of this now. Get out of this now. Where was the chest at? I didn't see it. Oh, there we go. Is this over yet? I'm getting towards the end of your piece of shit sequence, right? This was such a waste of goddamn time. Why would you waste my precious time like this, piece of shit developer? And I mean it too. You're a piece of shit for doing this stupid ass shit. Fuck you, asshole.
150 decibels. Well, I guess we got privacy. What's the hype, Trav? You and me go back a ways.
Blah, 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 Bethesda inane fucking prattle. Blah, 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 bullshit-ass Final Fantasy door puzzle. Blah, 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 bullshit-ass Batman scanning sequence. Blah, 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 it's such a great game. Why did you poison it with this stupid AAA bullshit from 2004? Why'd you do it?
But I never saw you cheat no one. Why start with Farzini?
There's another locked door. What's that console next to it?
7482. Wait, come back. It's like 7482. I can't. I'd rather just cheat and get it done. I don't even want to walk anywhere. You got too much walking sim going on as it is. Oh my god. Retarded. Why did you waste my time with this shit? This shit was cool when I was like 17 or some shit. Yeah, 33, 23 years have gone by, and I know that you think kids like this shit, but they don't. They don't, though. Nobody likes this design. You need to wake the fuck up with your stupid ass busy work. Stop. Cringe as goddamn hell. Fucking bad developers. Cringe as hell. Get your Far Cry bullshit the fuck out of here now. There's a reason nobody's been able to sell a Far Cry game for fucking 20 years, or a Batman, Arkham game or any of that shit. Nobody can sell any of those games anymore because they're all based on bullshit QTE and bullshit puzzles like this, and nobody likes it. Nobody wants to play it anymore. There's better options out there at that point. Come on now, please. Okay, what are we doing here? Oh my god. I guess I've got to watch your video further. I thought the butt torture was over, but nah. You just keep on pushing it. You keep pushing the bullshit. Keep it going. Why? Does this show skill or some kind of a accomplishment for finishing it? No. Why did you waste our time with this? Don't care. Don't care. Let's go. What do I do? How do I get out? Where do I do? Where do I go? Is that it? Do I leave or... No, wait. Do I actually leave? I don't know. I don't think I do. Is this the way out or what? I don't know. Oh god, I really don't care about your stupid ass fucking jumping on the walls puzzle, door puzzle retardation. I don't care about this. Let's go. Fucking so dumb. Let's go. Let's go. Faster, faster, faster. Okay, up this thing. Up, up. Yep, up, up, right.
What if we're the only ones to survive?
Gotta make sure you don't, like, close up the puzzle with some super retard check where anybody with a normal mind who isn't a retard like you totally fouls up on your bad design, you know? I call it the retard check. Anybody who isn't a retard like you gets fouled up.
You want us to have Apollo too?
I mean that. I feel that way about you as a developer. It's pretty autistic, retarded design. This stupid shit. I'm sorry, but I feel like a 5-year-old could have done better.
Remember our common past?
You really, you like mortgage your future and fucking stifle yourself when you do this stupid shit. Stop doing it.
Stakes?
This was a good archery game till you fucking added this stupid shit. Why? You gotta stick closer to your like understand. Read the room, you piece of shit developer. Nobody needs this from you. Stop doing it. Read the room. We need combat from you, not this stupid door puzzle hook shot Legend of Zelda 64 bullshit. I'm sorry. I didn't need that in Zelda, and I don't need it here.
Copy of Apollo. Thank you. Let's speak again before.
Dude, there's the retard check. Did you see it? Retard check, a totally different colored thing that you're not supposed to see. And I knew the retard check was coming. It was. If you're not a retard like the developer, you get hung up on it, right? The retard thinks, oh, he'll figure out it's a blue box, but no, nobody can read your fucking mind, retard developer. Nobody can. Nobody can. Nobody can read that mind of yours. I'm sorry. You seem to think we can. Nah, man. Nobody reads that blue box fucking retard shit that you're about to put me through. What? Oh my god, I'm not even sure I wanted to do that. So, okay, I don't even know now. Okay, drop to a climb point. Okay, so see it? It's the retard check. I never, ever, ever would have figured this out. And nobody but the retard developer ever would. Understand? Till they stumbled around for 45 minutes screaming and crying, consulting the internet, going to GameFAQs, trying to read walkthroughs and stuff. You know, like it is literally the retard check. Only the retard developer has any clue what to do. And so we failed the retard check. See it? No, nobody would have known to do that. You know what I'm saying? That's so stupid. Fuck you, developer. Fuck you. Fuck you for this stupid shit. I resent you so much for this shit. And somebody needs to actually tell you. I mean, we do. We tell you all the time, but you don't listen. Stop doing this stupid ass inane shit. Stop doing it. Now, look, I don't know. I could fuck up here. I don't know. Oh my god, what is the point of all this stupid shit? What is the point of this? I've got to watch the video again to make sure I don't fail any more retard checks. Nobody would have known to do this, you stupid ass developer. This is like, you should be sued for this, I think. No kid's gonna know. Nobody but you would ever know to do that stupid shit. Are you aware of the idiot check? It's like anybody but the idiot developer is totally going to get thrown by this, right? Only the idiot developer would have known what to do. And I can't stand that stupid ass shit. See, he's scared. He's scared of the retard check, too.
You've been examined.
He's like, oh no, is there going to be a retard check? I've come so far. Are you going to fuck me for no reason and waste my time? Is that the vibe here? I think that is the vibe here. Even the other gamer is scared of your retard check. It's clear as day that your bullshit worthless design is completely bullshit worthless. Stop doing it. Like this stupid puzzle shit, stop doing it. You don't know how to do it. Stop trying. It really, I really resent it. It's like you are passing the cost of doing business on to the gamer and the consumer at that point. We don't want to suffer from your idiot problems of doing these stupid door puzzles with jump hook puzzle things. We don't need you to put those in video games. Nobody ever told you to. Nobody enjoys it. Has anybody ever told you, man, I really love that shitty door puzzle you did? Has anybody ever said that to you? No. So stop doing it. Stop doing this to us. And this is from 2 years ago. It's only gotten worse, you know? Each year the games are more and more bullshit like this instead of real content, you know? Fuck this stupid shit. Who would have thought to even do this? This is so dumb and non-intuitive. Non-intuitive piece of shit puzzle design. Come on now. Is that the actual thing? Okay, that's what I do, huh? Is that it? No, that's not it. Oh, did you see? I would have failed the retard check again. There was 2 retard checks in a row. And I mean a retard check is quite the opposite of what you think. It's that the retarded developer only thinks like the retarded developer. No one else in the world thinks like that. So only he can figure out what to do. And only a retard would develop like this. You know? What is this? I mean, this isn't fun. Okay, I see that you did another retard check, which I find really, really cruel and mean and abusive towards your customers, piece of shit developer. And I mean what I say here. I think you're really cruel and mean to your customers. I really do think that. I think you need to have a wake-up call about how really mean you are to us a lot of the fucking time, piece of shit developers. This was so horribly designed. Jesus Christ. No clues, no hints, nothing. Just trial and error your way through 50 billion hours and eventually you'll get it. And you'll never read what the idiot developer wants, but you'll eventually trial and error figure it out. And I can't stand that kind of design these days. Fucking so innately disrespectful and shitty. Fuck you guys. Straight up. And you made such a good game too that I'm willing to suffer through this. But understand, this is like suffering. It's like you put suffering into your video game. Dear God, why? Are you an idiot? I think you are. Dear God, why did you put this suffering in your video game? Are you an idiot? I think so. Yeah. Ah! You didn't do the glider well enough, and it constantly combats me when I'm falling. Terrible sequence. Terrible. I don't get any sense of fucking achievement at all. I'm just glad that the butt rape's over. Like the terrible bosses you do, or the one-shots that you do, or the bullet sponge that you do. I'm just glad when this bullshit's over. I do not feel good that I do not feel good that I got through this or anything at all. And that's the worst part about this. There is no sense of accomplishment. None whatsoever. You're like, oh good, the butt rape's over, you know? What the fuck? I shouldn't equate game design to butt rape, but it is. This shit's like butt rape. I would literally take butt rape over this, I think. It's like, Jesus Christ, dude. It would be less painful. The amount of pain after having you doing to me 50,000 times or something, I would take the swift punishment of like a 4-minute butt rape session over the 50,000 hours of this stupid shit. That's how much this shit actually bothers me. Are you aware how bad your design sometimes is? Since the fucking beginning days, you've been like this. And I don't understand it. You need to put something in your game that isn't filler. You know what I'm saying? Pieces of shit. I'm still not done with this stupid ass sequence because you just keep coming back for more butt rape. It's like the butt rape gift that never ends. Come on now. End this piece of shit sequence. Gotta be the worst one in all of gaming, maybe. Come on now. Oh my god, look at what you did. Oh my god, look at what you did to this poor guy. Jesus Christ, you are a piece of shit developer. Look at what you did to this poor fucking asshole. I can't believe you did this to him. Yeah, he just had to edit out your failure. He just edited it out. We should edit out your failure and forget that you existed, maybe. If you're gonna fill your games with this, I don't want your products. Stop doing it. I mean, I'm not being hyperbolic. I think you think I'm saying this because I'm a streamer or something, and you're used to hyperbolic streamers. But no, I'm dead serious. Don't you ever put a fucking sequence like this in any of your games ever again, piece of shit. Don't do this ever again. I'm dead serious too. It is not some fucking hyperbole thing or some fucking joke. Don't do this to people anymore. I resent it so much. Don't do this to people anymore. Fucking horseshit. What does this prove? This doesn't make you a good player. It just is like, oh, I'm good at trying to guess at what you want me to do. Fucking dumb premise. This poor guy. This poor guy. You fucked him around so bad with that. This wasn't even it. I didn't even want to come in here. He took me down the wrong path, and now I have to go do all this stupid shit again. No, please let me grapple. Please, please. Please! Please! God damn it, you wouldn't let me fucking float or grapple because your fucking key sucks dick. Let me fucking float, asshole. Fucking asshole. You and your bullshit ass design. Fucking assholes. Fucking assholes. I can't believe you did this to both him and me. Jesus fucking Christ. Piece of shit developers. Wait. Isn't there a shortcut or something? I shouldn't have gone for the item. He was stupid to go for the item. He fell for the third retard trick in a row. The retard check. He fell for the third retard check, which is sometimes they put an item instead of the forward, so you're just tortured worse and longer, you know? I'm tortured worse and longer. I fell for the third retard check, and I can't read that retard's mind, so I failed the check, and now I've got to swim, and it's like, Jesus Christ, I resent so very much about the fucking choices you make about design. I hate so much of it. Let's go. How long was this? This was like an hour. Fuck you guys and your stupid fucking asses for this. I'm straight mauled over it. I resent this fucking design so much. So much. Jesus Christ, dude. And the rest of your game was fine. That's what makes it so bad. The rest of your game is totally fine. It's just so inconsistently bad that, you know. Oh my god. I don't know. I can't remember. Who the fuck would remember this horrible shit? Who would remember this? I don't remember it. Nope. Nice. Nice. At least I dropped the ladder. I have aggro. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Oh, good. Like, wake up call, guys. Don't ever put this in your games again. You understand? I'm not the only one. I guarantee there are tons of 10-year-olds who think the exact same shit I do. I am not alone. You put filler in your video games like this, and we hate you for it. We give you a worse rating. We don't like you anymore. We stop playing your games. Like, straight up, man, like, stop doing this shit. Stop doing this stupid shit. I don't know where to, like, why? Why would I climb this? What does it prove? What does it attain me? Does it test my jumping skills? No. All I did was press the W key. That was it. I don't remember what to do. I really just don't fucking remember. I don't remember where to do or what to do or where to go. This stupid ass fucking design. I resent it so goddamn much. Fucking worthless piece of shit design. That's it, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Worthless piece of shit design. I resent this so much. You gotta stop doing this stupid fucking horse shit. You gotta stop doing it. Where the fuck do I go? I can't read your mind. Stupid ass fucking developers. Where the fuck do I go? I can't read your mind anymore. What do I do? Is it up? It must be up. Your puzzle's so bad that I don't want to remember it. You understand? Which is why I can't remember what the last room was. Your puzzle's so bad, I'm trying to erase it from my mind. I'm trying to forget that I'm being tortured like this, honestly. It was cool when I was 12. 28 years of it is like, nah, fuck you guys, you're fired. I won't buy from you anymore. Not if you're gonna keep filling it with this stupid shit. I probably won't buy your third game. I know it's gonna be filled with Far Cry bullshit. I'm sorry, guys. I liked Guerrilla for a while, but this was enough to confirm it. Oh my god, I feel like I'm about to get fucked and lose a lot of time here, but I really don't know. I don't know. Please. Oh god, are you gonna let me do that? I don't think you are. So stupid. Why is this so goddamn convoluted? Why? Pfft. Why is this so bad? Please let me onto this thing. Please let me onto this thing. Oh, thank God. Worthless puzzle. Is it over? Is the butt rape over? I get no sense of accomplishment. Tell me it's over. Is it over? Oh, good. Let us never speak of this horrible sequence ever the fuck again. Ain't nobody like your puzzles, piece of shit developers. Stop doing it. Ain't nobody like your puzzles. I haven't liked puzzles since Mist, her 7th guest. Stop trying. Get a clue. Read the room. Need you to be a little bit more intelligent. Because it seems like only a dumb person would make choices like this. And kill their career. No, I don't. Are you gonna boss fight me? Oh my god. Are you gonna boss fight me? Please don't boss fight me. Oh no. And you ended up with a fucking butt rape boss, I bet. Come on, man. I might quit the game here, guys. I'm terribly sorry. We'll see. Maybe they'll be nice to me. They're just prattling on with their stupid Bethesda speak. Let's go. A lot of the ways that you guys are developing games have costs. They have costs for the consumer, and they have costs for you. And you must acknowledge that a lot of the bullshit, slipshod ways that you develop have huge costs on your career, your future, and our fucking lives. Your bullshit decisions, they have costs. This has costs. Nobody cares about it. I don't care about this. I don't care about this. I don't think kids care about this. What are we watching? It's like it's jacking off and you're forcing me to watch. Why are we watching this? Yeah, it can move its arm. I get it. Couldn't you use a tool instead of firing a bow at a piece of metal? Isn't that only something? Isn't that only something a stupid person would do? Would a stupid person shoot at that robot arm with their bow and arrow? I'm sorry. In your idiot world, is that what you would do? Because I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't shoot at this robot arm with my bow and arrow expecting something to happen. But I guess in your weird, demented, dumb world, I guess that needs to be a part of it. Oh my god, I can't believe you're doing this to me. I got a what? I've got a what? Why do you make games like this? Why I hate so much of the things you choose to be and do. Why do you poison your really good game with this stupid ass shit that nobody cares about? Come on now. For what? I can't do anything. You said I couldn't hurt him. What else do you want me to do? Hurry up. Tell me what to do. What am I supposed to do? Oh, I see. Okay. Could you get a tool instead of a bow and arrow? Please fire when I let go of the button. My god, your design is mortifying to even witness. Jesus Christ, man. You have such a wonderful overworld. Why did you poison this game with this stupid shit? Why? Nobody cares about some stupid asshole or whatever. What? Fun boss fight while I just walk around for a while. Doing nothing. Great boss fight. Really fun. I'm really enjoying this walking sim right now while I wait for something to happen or something to happen, you know, some kind of clue or something, I don't know, something to happen, please. Please do something. Please do something. Activate hollow what? Goddamn hitboxes. Please fire. Why won't that work? I'm so sick of you copying each other. I need you to do something original. Thank God it's over. I did not enjoy it. Please tell me what to do, piece of shit developer. I can't read your bullshit mind. What do you want from me? What do you want from me now? I'm gonna have to go Google. Fucking stupid pieces of shit developers. Fucking piss me off so bad, man. So bad. Why do you waste my time with this stupid shit? Why can't you invite her anymore? You seem to be choking on every single party invite now. What's wrong with you? There we go.
Warp drive active.
I don't know what to do. What's the name of this asshole? I don't know what to do. Detach the couplings and the stem. What's a coupling? What's a stem? Where do you want me to shoot? Where do you want me to shoot? I can't read your idiot mind. I don't know what you want from me. The couplings from the stem. I don't know what you mean by that. That is so fucking obtuse and stupid. What the fuck do you want from me? Couplings from the stem. Is it that? Yes, it is. Your goddamn design is goddamn terrible. Non-intuitive and non-intrinsic and fucking stupid, in my opinion. Thank God it's over. No sense of joy, no sense of accomplishment. I just feel harassed and tortured. That's it. Your boss fights are fucking bullshit. Bullshit. In 2024. Your fucking bullshit puzzle rooms and your door puzzles are bullshit in 2024. Stop doing them. Just keep them out of my games. I'm so sick of the same design from the same people over and over and over again. You gotta do better than this stupid shit. Like, I don't even want to hear this guy talk, frankly. To me, he's just a non-asset. Let's go. Go, go. I don't care about all that. Yes, yes, I do have to find my way out of here, yeah. What's this called? I'll just go consult a video and get through this whole painful fucking bullshit butt rape fucking sequence. I'm gonna go pull the video again, keep going further until I get all of your stupid design out of the fucking way. Just like the Final Fantasy rank missions, just like all the AF, just like all the busy work that they all do. I resent it so much. Dude, I'm done. My patience word is done. You know, you gotta make games better than this now. Gotta do better than this. under. I can't read your mind, so tell me what to do. Goddamn fucking stupid. What's this called? It's like, what's this called? It's like quest. It's called Death's Door, Search for a Way Out. So, okay, we're gonna go Horizon, Death's Door, Search for a Way Out. Yeah, why did they design these puzzles so goddamn badly? Is beyond me. I don't know. All right, so we're gonna follow this stupid ass puzzle. Why do you waste my time with this stupid ass shit? I liked your game until you did this. I didn't like this about the first game either. Why did you think why did you think you needed to do it again?
There's a current. Is it heading for an exit?
I can't read your piece of shit worthless developer mind. I can't read your piece of shit worthless developer mind. So let's go see what was up your fucking developer ass. How the fuck would I know to do this, you stupid piece of shit developer? Why do you waste my time with this with your stupid low IQ mind? Straight up, man. Why? Why would you torture us with this stupid shit? I mean... You know, do you make money doing this or what? Do you make money, like, because you do this, I guess? I mean, I don't know. Anyways, so we're going to try and do what they did, but I really don't know where this is, nor do I care. Please do not get caught on a corner anymore. I never would have known to come here. I don't know, man. Get better at development. What? Oh my god, I can't read your fucking mind. Okay. This is cool. This part's cool. This one part of it was cool. This was cool. This was the only part of it that was cool, though. Good job on event crawl being the only fun part of your entire fucking sequence. That's sad, man. It's sad that event crawl right here, this little event crawl right here, is cooler than the entire sequence, including the boss put together. So understand, a little bit of event crawling with some RP will get you way, way further than all those stupid jump hook puzzles. The idiot boss that was a waste of my time, that didn't give me a sense of accomplishment when it was over. All the jump puzzles and all the stupid non-intrinsic, non-intuitive shit. And we finally get here, and this one little bit of event crawling right here is cooler than your entire sequence put together. And I need you to understand this about your goddamn design. What actually succeeds and what actually doesn't. This stuff succeeds, that stuff doesn't. And now we're back into your idiot world again, trying to guess what you want from me. What do you want from me? I don't know, so we're just gonna go cheat and get past this unpleasant thing that you put between you and me enjoying this game. So duck under and swim, that's it. Look at all this stupid shit you did to try to make this interesting, but it just can't be. It never will be. I'm sorry. Please tell me this is over. Please tell me this bullshit's over. Please, please, please. Please tell me this stupid shit's over. Come on now. You have such good combat. Why did you poison the game? with this stupid ass shit. Please tell me it's over. Please. This has been like an hour and a half. Why did you poison your game with this? Stop it. Oh, thank fuck God it's over. Oh, thank fuck God it's over. Oh my God, thank God it's over. And let us never speak of it again. I don't even want to remember this. I wish I was drunk right now so that I could just forget it happened. I should do some more drunken gaming. Your crappy puzzle door sequence makes me want to drink. What in the literal fuck is wrong with you, developer? This was a lot more entertaining than the last hour. Good job. That 5-second blib. Yeah, this is cool. There we go. Now we're back to a good game. Get us out of that shitty place. You don't know how to make dungeons? Don't try. Stop trying. You don't know how to do jump puzzles? Stop trying. You don't know how to do door puzzles? Stop trying. The rest of it is really good. This shit's great. That was great. I loved that. That was cool. She got sucked under by the fucking undertow, and she like washed up half dead ashore. I loved it. That part was great. The previous butt rape before it, just delete it from the game. Don't even bother. It's her father. No. Wait, what? No. Don't care. I would have cared if you didn't torture me so much. I did in the first game. I sat through every word of the entirety of the first game. After I finished, I was like, I'm never doing this again. All of it was pointless. I don't care about the story, and the voices were good. That was about it. And so I'm sorry, you know, we're just going to skip through all of it. I really don't care about most of this. I want to do your combat and your open world. That's it. I'm sorry. I'm just not. I'm not the customer that listens to your fucking crappy stories anymore. I'm just not that guy anymore. I'm terribly sorry. I don't give a shit about your bad story. Let's go. 3 weeks ago, this and that, blah blah, land gods or whatever. Yeah. There's all these words with capital letters for buzzwords that they think you should care about because they think that everything is like a fucking, like a Bethesda game or something. But I don't care about the buzzwords, and I don't care what's happening in the story, and I don't care. Let's go. Don't care. It was never part of the experience for me in the first place. Let's go. Don't care about that stuff. Ooh, you're going on for a long time. Keep going. Man, that would have been 20 minutes or something. Longer. But instead, it was 2. It's not that I don't like that you're trying. It's that I don't think you're trying well. I don't think you're succeeding. I don't care about the story. Don't care. I don't know why you bothered. Like Dark Souls, right? Dark Souls didn't have a story. It didn't need one. You don't need one either. Honestly, the mystery would have served you a lot better. Having the people figure out what the world was actually about and what the story was without all this stupid ass exposition that takes it nowhere, you know? Oh, please let me save. 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 Where is it? Oh no, I have saved. I have saved. I'm good. I'm good. Where's the save in this town? Great placement of the save bonfire. If I'm placing bonfire, I'm putting it right the fuck here where I'm standing. You put it, you put it way the fuck north for some reason. Oh, there it is. Nice. Okay, we're gonna quit, and yeah. And there we go. And this has been a wonderful session. We have been at it for 14 hours and 45 minutes. I want to say, I believe today is Easter, right? When is Easter? I can't remember. Let's see. When is Easter? Easter is Sunday, March 31st. Yeah, today's Easter Sunday. So I want to say thank you to the Christians out there. I'm not a Christian. I'm not a believer. And, you know, Hippotus Hoppus Requiem and all that. You know, Hippotus Hoppus Deus Requiem, fucking, you know, rabbit stuff or whatever. But anyways, I love you guys, and thank you so much for your time. Sorry to bitch for the last hour and a half, but I mean, that's how long that piece of shit boss door puzzle lasted. I wish if it had only been 3 minutes, it would have been fine. But it was like an hour and a half of butt torture, and I'm terribly sorry. I don't really like their butt torture, and I won't act like I do. So... just a reminder, you've been watching Skycat Live. On that wonderfully positive note, we got through all the bullshit design of the game. So tomorrow I'll probably be able to, or well, today I'll be able to play it like for a long time without any interruptions with terrible story exposition that I don't care about, or door puzzles that don't equal any skill, or stupid ass jump puzzles that don't mean anything. I'm just gonna be able to live in the world and shoot the mobs and have fun and enjoy the open world for what it is, instead of being told what to do all the time and have shitty jump puzzles instead of actual content, or shitty door puzzles instead of actual content. So here we are. I'm gonna dock up on EvE, and I'm gonna log on Final Fantasy. I didn't die for 8 hours, which is good. It's been, yeah, I used up my signet. I lived through my signet, which is good. And now I will yeah, I will dock up. I'm sorry, I pulled the wrong one. There we go. I'm tired and my throat hurts, and I've been screaming all day because of stupid ass problems, and yeah, it's just one of those days where everything didn't work and everything sucked, and you kept hitting me with bad bosses and bad puzzles, and I just, you know, trying to enjoy your game, but oh boy, you really let that Ubisoft deep inside your heart and soul. You must reject the Ubisoft. You must get the devil Ubisoft out of your soul. Keep the devil Ubisoft out of your shitty gameplay. You must cleanse your soul of the dirty, dirty, dirty devil Ubisoft and all of its Far Cry fucking Outpost bullshit and his Far Cry jump puzzles and Activision Blizzard jump puzzles and stuff, and Final Fantasy key quests and all this and all that. Gotta stop being triple anus and actually just be a good developer like you were before. Don't add a bunch of bullshit filler to your game, and I won't yell at you for 2 hours. I love you. Thank you so much for your time. This session was recorded and it will be placed on my YouTube over the next 8 hours while I sleep. And I am going in and docking up and going to bed here. And it was a good session. Thank you so much for your time. I'm sorry for all the anger and vitriol, guys, but I mean, the developers torture us a lot, and I think that most of everything I said was actually deserved, you know. Are you trapped? Yeah, you're trapped. Anything to make me play longer. Come on now. Get out of this. Get out of it. Yep. Just double click and go in that direction. I can do that while I'm warping. I can. So go away from the asteroid now. Yeah, away from the asteroid. Just a little tiny bit. That's good. Get a little faster. There you go. Boy, you should have edited this out of your game 20 years ago. But here it is today. I'm dealing with it in 2024 for some reason. You don't know what a hitbox is, apparently? Anyways.
Active.
Or you don't have a good one, whichever it is. Probably more like you don't have a good one. So there we go. I'm getting out. Good job there. Thanks for wasting more of my time. I'm going to click on the cat space to donate. Come click on the cat space to donate. I'm skycat.live. I'm brain dead. It has been 15 hours. Let's just call it 15 hours. I'm fucking brain dead. I'm going to go watch something funny now and crash the fuck out. I'm going to eat dinner with my parents and I'm going to start late. Probably going to be drunk and stoned when I start. And I love you guys. You have a wonderful fucking Easter Sunday, Hippitus Hopitus Requiem, and all that, and all that. And you guys have a wonderful day. I love you guys. Have a good day. Remember, piece of shit developers, no more door puzzles, no more wastes of time, no more worthless bosses that don't give us a sense of accomplishment, and no more shitty jump puzzles or any of that stupid stuff. Stop putting your stupid Far Cry bullshit in our games, and I won't yell at you anymore. I love you. It's a deal. Agreed. It's a deal. We're shaking digital hands. Stop putting stupid shit in your games, and I'll stop yelling at you. It's a deal. I love you guys. Have a good day. Bye. It's a good deal. Trust me, take it. It's a good deal. Stop putting stupid shit in your games, and I'll stop yelling at you. Goodbye. I love you.